Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. I trust you all are having a fantastic day. That's about $1.52, right guys? Little bursts of pumping here and there. However, right now we can see an influx of XRP anywhere from 85 cents to $8. Is that even possible? Statistics and graphs may be impersonal, but the human body is an unreliable predictor. Right, perhaps, fellas. But I'm sure I can be of some use, right? Obviously that will lead to higher prices. However, in the near future, it's possible that we'll start climbing again. Good luck, fellas. When this happens, right? It's crazy how quickly people forget that XRP sparked the previous bull run with a megalithic 36,000% pump. There is no hope for meme coins or dog coins this time around. Purely pragmatic purposes only. If you can't see that Ripple XRP is at the top because it's solving a real-world problem, you're missing out on the second wave of digital assets that began in 2017. Right. What can we expect if, as they say, history repeats itself in the future? Right. Perhaps, at the very least, history seems to rhyme. Although now that you're a part of the XRP and XRP community thanks to your phones, you should know that this is all in good fun and in no way intended as financial advice. This is really fascinating, I must say. Wojak has sent us on our way. So, this is incredibly interesting. Why? Since David Schwartz apparently tweeted about this. This tweet has since been deleted, he said. But hold on there. Why? Right, let's ponder that for a second. I mean, why not from the ground up? Various options are available to you. Here, take a look at this. Ways can be found. Right. Or highways. Interesting. Is it safe to assume that this means there is no wrong way to get there? In what way, dudes? Eventually, everyone gets to Rome, right? It makes no difference because both lead to the same result. Isn't that fascinating? What do you think about this, fellas? Right. Very interesting. The easiest possible way. Yes, that makes sense. Excellent unconventionally excellent ideas. Right, you guys essentially ruin the game. Interesting. Then, swift, back entrance. Right, hurrying mazes. Wow, isn't that incredible? Fast, guys, quote unquote. Great, Scott, 88 mph. Such is the nature of time travel. Because of this, time travel is technically feasible. A flux capacitor, fellas. Perhaps this is it, right? To say the least, there are a wide variety of links. The value of 88 is also very desirable. Possibly. That means we have a wide network of contacts, right? Interesting. What's the deal, fellas? However, the real inquiry is, it's a lot to count. David could have deleted any number of tweets, but he chose to delete this one. Right. Yet, why? And then, guys, he put it online and promptly deleted it. Right. After giving it some thought, I've come to the conclusion that there's no way to stop what's coming. Is that even possible? The avalanche or snowball effect, in which the size of an event increases exponentially as its momentum builds. Right. And it looks like we're making progress toward that goal. Interesting. Absolutely fascinating. This is another link from Mr. Pool. Right. This is it, you guys. Look at this. What do we see now? And then there's this other link from V13 that David Schwartz also posted on March 31. Guys, I can't remember if V13 or someone else posted it first. Possibly. All right then. He did make the initial post. Guys. Wow, that's fascinating, right? Wow. Here's where we look for the decoder. Have I been heard? You've almost made it, guys, the final stretch is just ahead. Wow. We're almost there, guys, just one more thing and we'll be done. Wow, that's impressive. In sum, this data suggests that we should maintain optimism. Nothing here should be taken as financial guidance. But as far as I can tell, we're getting close to the finish line. It's almost time. Why? Guys, look at what's going on in the world. Right. It's not hard to see. But from the cowboy crypto newcomer Brad Garlinghouse, not to mention. Brad looks pretty angry. Interesting. Look at this. Okay, so Brad Garlinghouse approved of a tweet. The angered Brad is stated. Still, what could it possibly mean? So, you can see how this is related to the case, right? As all of you can see for yourselves. But perhaps, is there something off about that? Don't you think Brad is mad? That settlement was supposedly on your end, right? Plus, it's possible there isn't. The ending is also coming up soon. Perhaps this means that a decision against Ripple by the SEC is imminent. If so, I wouldn't be shocked. This may be the last chance for a major change. No matter what happens, I will not speak my mind. It's just a theory, though. This is by no means a necessary consequence. It's best to assume the worst and plan accordingly, right? Perhaps there's a link. That's why. Exactly. As a group, we should be ready for anything. Right? It's unclear why Brad is so enraged. Simply put, they're not distributing XRP. Guys, it's about time he got some answers. Right. However, there is a good reason for the delay. If so, why might that be the case? Guys, obviously this is for something outside the company. It's not hard to see. So, what do we find in this location? Totally alert after a trip to the SEC. Right. We're pleased to announce that 2 whistleblowers who provided information and assistance in a successful SEC enforcement action will each receive awards of more than $12 billion. Right. Then David Shorts chimed in, I'm a little snitch. Wow. Right. What are you doing? The man has no idea what's going on right now. You all remember Gary Gensler, right? He was the one who wore the sunglasses while making fun of the commodities and all. Look at this. Can't you see how it's related? Exactly what you thought it would be. I agree with Howard Moon. Guys, what the heck is that? That's the craziest link in the chain right now. You do remember the design book Wave and Ripple, right? Has a link to Ripple. Somehow or another. That was it, if I'm not mistaken. That was the cyber polygon, I believe, from the reference to, well, cyber attacks and whatnot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the background, I think you can see how it might be related to Ripple. Right. Interesting. Oh, hold on a second. Guys, we just deciphered the secret. The time at which the cyber attack will occur. Right. What the heck is going to take place next? The wave causes a ripple, right? Didn't Gary Gensler just confirm this? Clearly, he's a huge fan of Ripple and XRP. He's well aware of the strategy. If I'm not mistaken, you guys may recall that he brought up XRP in class a few years ago. The practical application of it. Just consider that for a second. True, but he's no longer the SEC's chair. And in this case, it hasn't ended yet. And, by the way, he's the 33rd RD. The head of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Whoa. Wow. Here's the better one, fellas. The more optimistic view is presented here. Guys, you can see. Constant explosions. Right. They numbered in the triad. Like Q, but with only 1, 2, or 3 protagonists instead of more. That's right, I said 3. 2 zeros. There's the quick response code. The links are listed below. So, you thought $5.589 per was pretty steep. Fuzzy Bear, you should probably take a seat. However, I believe the QR code leads us here. 1 XRP equals the cost of purchasing 1 Bitcoin. Wait. Wow, that's impressive. 813 forewarned you about the WEF cyber polygon in May of 2020. Now you know what to do. Wow. Doesn't this relate to what Mr. Pool wrote recently about the cyber attacks? You've done it again, you idiots. When it does, ripple effects will be felt. When guys don't even know the year 2021, this was tweeted back to them. The link is right here. The tweet was thus approved by Mr. Pool. The new furniture system will be introduced with the help of an inside cyber attack. They will now be in charge of regulating the system's responses to problems. Keep in mind, guys, that when XRP finally launches, it will serve as the beating heart of the new financial system. Right. Once again, this is the plan, everyone. Everything has been predicted. When did you get the idea that a relocation was imminent? Exactly what you thought it would be. Expect a cyber attack soon. How easy, what? That's totally out there, right? This is a retweet from Howard Moon before activate, in case anyone missed the part where Fuzzy Bear mentioned his wallet. Fuzzy Bear has triggered it. Currently, 139. Right. Interesting. Then take a break and read this whole thing. On the other hand, this would relate to things like cyber attacks, etc. Guys. Right. So let's get ready, guys, because this is fascinating. People are really delving in here, huh? Look at this. There have probably been no recent tremors involving the Grateful Dead Bear 404 page. Gary Gensler portrait. Take note of his socks. Right, you all recall this Ripple 404 page. Right, and now a word from Gary Gensler himself. The bear is visible to you, right? Wow, isn't that incredible? Obviously, Gary Gensler is included as well. If you haven't noticed already, this is one hell of a show. Check out the teddy or the sock, fellas. The wildest thing ever. How blind are you? How else could you possibly tell that it's a what? This is a literal show, right, guys? How blind are you? Completely insane. And I recall that we discussed this subject many years ago. So, in all honesty, guys, I think we'll see the conclusion of the case. With the help of a singular outside trigger, the pieces will fall into place. Right. Most likely, it will happen during the collapse or shortly after. Maybe the price will go up before the law is passed. However, let's make sure we're thinking about every possible outcome. A decision on the summary judgment is expected within the next 32 but within the next 60 days, gentlemen. So, let's keep our fingers crossed that XRP gets some answers soon. The current fallacy is brought to you by Barbara Almost Time. Interesting. Isn't today April 2 ND? If you had to guess, what would it be? Maybe now is the right time. Maybe. Okay, guys, let's see what happens. Right. Really, none of us can predict what will occur now. But let's get ready for anything that could happen, a situation, not financial advice. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.